if a person changes his religion from Islam to any other religion, the punishment should be death.
I was attacked from nowhere. I didn't see it coming.
I knew I had to get out or that was it.
What do you think your brother will do if they find out you're an atheist?
Kill me, maybe.
This is Nisa Hussain, a father of 6. In November last year, he was going to his car when this happened. 2 hooded men brutally beat him to the ground. He was left with broken bones and hospitalized. He says he was attacked because he left the faith of Islam and converted to Christianity. Since then, he says he's faced continual harassment from his local Muslim community in the north of England. In the months leading up to the attack, Mr. Hussain placed hidden cameras around his home, filming what he felt were threats against him and his family.
Do you feel like it's been an active religious hate campaign to cleanse you out, essentially?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, actually, because as soon as my conversion seems to have spread like wildfire, and then before you know it, you're shunned, isolated, and then treated with contempt. Out of 2000 onwards, had 3 cars written off, almost daily abuse, intimidation, harassment, bricks thrown through the bay window, sworn at, spat at. My wife, especially with my daughters, being intimidated and harassed, and then things are escalated to such a degree that you literally are having to flee for your lives, actually. The attack was actually very sudden, and I just saw this thug just swing this pickaxe handle straight for my head, and I put my hand up to block it, actually, and my hand suffered fractures, and I reeled backwards and ended up falling and then being concussed, being pummeled, and I suffered a fracture to my kneecap. We have lived with death threats and threats to our welfare and safety. I never really envisaged it would come in such a fashion just outside my front gate.
Nisa Hussain is one of many Muslims choosing to leave Islam. Around the world, people who leave the Islamic faith can face state persecution and also violence at the hands of their local communities. So, informal networks have come together, linked by social media, to help ex-Muslims who are in danger. Vice News has gained access to the London-based group, Faith to Faithless.
It started by me thinking that I was the only one in the world who'd left Islam, because I didn't know you could do that. And quickly I realized, online at least, that that's not true. As I started meeting one person, 10 people, 20 people, I realized how many people there were, and then it did snowball. It just went like, you know.
So what kind of problems were you dealing with?
Emotional abuse, people being kicked out by their families, a lot of psychological trauma. As an example, this Ramadan that just finished, I had to deal with 5 different attempts at suicide, and just in 1 month. But on the extreme side, it's things like kidnapping, forced marriage, risk from their family or the wider community.
Although Faith to Faithless is very private, Sarah is one person prepared to speak openly. She says she lost her faith around the age of 12, and things came to a head 2 years ago.
So when I was 17, I had a boyfriend, my first boyfriend, and unfortunately my parents found out quite early on into the relationship as well. And basically my parents threatened me with, they're going to pull me out of college, they're going to marry me off. It felt like lockdown, and I knew I had to either get out or that was it. So I didn't really have anywhere to go. They'd already taken away anything I could use to contact anyone else. But luckily, while I was actually looking for a way to kill myself, actually, I found my old phone, which had some old numbers in. I left. I literally ran out of the house through fields as far as I could. Now I talk to my family and I kind of feel like we don't need each other anymore. and we're never going to be quite right again. So that's quite difficult. But yeah, I have had quite a few suicide attempts since, unfortunately.
Since leaving your parents' house?
Since leaving, yeah.
When you were back when you were 17?
Yeah. It's mainly loneliness. Feeling lonely, feeling like no one wants you, no one needs you.
As serious as the situation can be in the UK, for ex-Muslims living abroad, the repercussions can be even worse. A comprehensive report released by a humanist organisation stated that in 13 countries across the world, all of the Muslim states, apostasy carries the death penalty. And in other countries like Bangladesh and Tunisia, people who have left the faith are often attacked by extremists. Imtiaz